So I'm quickly going to show you how to use this spike detector on crash. So this spike detector, it works for both crash 500, boom 500, crash 1000 and boom 1000. So let me quickly show you how it looks like. We use the red arrow for crash, for catching spike. So we use the red arrow for catching spike. Okay, can you see? This is the spike detector, guys. Can you see the arrow? So these two arrows come together. These two arrows come together. And one thing about this indicator is this spike you are seeing here does not repaint. This spike does not repaint. Let me quickly show you guys how to know this repaint indicator. Repaint indicator will come out. You will see the repaint indicator exactly where the spike come out. Like here, can you see where I put the arrow here? This is where you will see the repaint indicators. So if you want to identify the repaint indicator, the arrow will appear exactly the place the spike come out. So that is where you can identify the repaint indicator. But this spike that you are seeing here, as you can see, you will notice that the arrow will appear before the spike happen. This arrow will appear before the spike happen. If this spike detector repaint, you will not see the arrow before the spike. So that is it. If you want to identify the repaint indicator, you will see that the arrow will appear exactly where the spike come out. So but this one is not repaint. That is why the arrow appear before the spike. That is the best thing about this spike that you are seeing right now. So the arrow is already appear here, and after 4 minutes it spike down. Can you see here also? This is another spike that happened, and after 5 minutes it spike down. Here is another one. Can you see? We have this arrow here, and after just a minute, after one candles, the spike is spike down. Here is another one. The first arrow appear, after 2 minutes the second arrow appear, then it spike down. So that is this. That is how this spike detector works. Can you see? Here is another red arrow. The first arrow, these two arrows come together. Hope you understand. These two arrows you are seeing here, they come together. So the first arrow will appear. After 2 minutes, the second arrow will appear. Then you are going to wait for the spikes to happen. So that is the best thing about this indicator. That is number one. And number two, the best thing about this indicator is this. Anytime you want to catch spike, let me teach you. Anytime you want to catch spike, please, even if you are not using this indicator, you are using price action or you are using other stuff to trade to catch spike, make sure you always go for crash when crash is in downtrend. Can you see? The reason why we are catching a lot of spike at this zone is because the market is continuing downtrend. When the market is continuing downtrend, you are going to catch a lot of spike, and you will see the best work of the indicator. So that's it. And if you want to trade the boom, if you want to take both boom 500 and boom 1000, make sure the boom is in uptrend. Wow, if you can follow this, you are going to make a lot of money catching spike. So that is it. So I won't be long here. Can you see? Because I have a lot of videos on how to use this spike. I have up to 4 to 5 videos catching live spike with this spike detector. If you want to check it, scroll down, check my previous video. You are going to see it there. You are going to see the live trade that I took with this spike detector. I have up to 4 to 5 videos catching live spike with this spike detector. So that's how this spike detector works. And if you have interest in this spike detector, make sure you WhatsApp me. Check the link below to join our Telegram group, and you can also WhatsApp me with this number you are seeing on the screen right now. So that's it. If you have interest in this, like I said, make sure you WhatsApp me. Can you see another one? This arrow appear here and it spike down. Here is another one, guys. Can you see the arrow? This arrow appear here. After 1 minute, another arrow appear, then it spike down. Can you see another one, guys? The two arrows appear here, and after 2 minutes, the spike happen. Here is another one. The first arrow appear, then the second arrow appear, then spike is spike down. That is it. That's the best of this spike detector. Here is another one, guys. Can you see this one? The first arrow appear and the spike down immediately. Like I said, if you want to know the repaint indicator, this one is not repaint because the spike will always the arrow will appear before the spike happen. My own indicator is not that. Some repaint indicator, the spike will happen, and after the spike happen, the arrow will now appear. This one is not like that. If you check it like this, as you are seeing it, you will see that this one is different, because the arrow always appear before the spike. And if this spike, if it makes arrow, if it makes arrow, you are not going to see the arrow. For example, this one, look at this one. Yes, look at this one that you are seeing here. This is spike. Look at this spike you are seeing right now. This spike, can you see this this spike? This spike appear, but the arrow will not is not appear. Can you see? So that means this spike detector, it makes this spike, and when it makes it, the arrow will not appear again. It will not appear again. It's unlike the spike detector people are selling, that after the spike happen, the arrow will still appear. So this one is not like that. If you know you have interest in this spike detector, make sure you WhatsApp me or Telegram me. Thank you guys. See you guys in the next video.